Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Y'all, the holiday season is rapidly approaching us, and my gosh, we have got some fantastic deals for you both here at the nursery and online. So majorly speaking to my folks who are going to be shopping online, we have got such fun holiday deals coming your way. But the only way that you're going to know about these amazing deals is if you sign up for the email notifications and or the text messaging. So we actually have on certain specials that are only for our text messaging friends and for our email friends. So we want you to sign up. So we're going to talk about that kind of stuff. We've got some fun things here at the barn. We're also going to head down to the shrub lot, and we're going to talk about some gorgeous shrubs, boxwood alternatives. How can we landscape our yard to have us gorgeous year-round interest? All sorts of fun things. Lots of things are coming up and headed your way. So again, if you are interested in shopping online, because y'all, we've got some great things, I need you to sign up for both the emails and or the text messages. Again, there are specials that go for each one, and that way you can be notified, because you know you've got Christmas coming, you have got Black Friday, you've got Small Business Saturday, a certain person's birthday is this month, and we are going to give you some special deals in honor of my birthday. So we want you to sign up for those emails and text messages. It's super simple. I will have a link for you in the video description, in the comment section. Just click that and you can go in and fill it out. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to sell your information. It's just a best way for us to communicate to you. So sign up for those emails and text messages. We are here in the barn. It is a beautiful sunshiny day, so we had to close the door so we didn't blind you. But y'all, we just got in last week, I think it was, or we got it unpacked last week, some really fun pieces from Unique Stone. We have got one of, I think, across the board of our staff, we got for the first time some of their lanterns for sale. We have various different styles, whether you want a nice little tiny petite one, like this one is a two-piece, right? So this is all one piece right here. You can put a little light in there, you can put a little candle in there. And then, of course, you have the top on it, and it is so stinking sweet. So we've got these. We actually discovered how cute these are. It was because one of you sweet people ordered one of these lanterns, and we loved it. Look at these two right here. Very different, right? Very unique, very special, but these are multiple pieces, so it's okay. Cece, who you love and adore Cece as much as we do, she got this style for her house. Y'all, it is unbelievable. I'm going to throw up a picture for you. And all she did is she put a little tea light right here, because this is actually three pieces. You got the base, this one, and then the top. She put a tea light in here, and it glowed and was absolutely stunning. So we have got multiples of the lanterns. We also got the pineapple plaques. So if you're familiar with the Southern tradition that the pineapple is a sign of hospitality in the South. This is very Charleston, right? And this is actually a wall plaque. So it's flat on the back. It has a hook, and so that way you can hang it up. We've got them in multiple colors. So we have got the pineapple plaque. This is, of course, one of our most popular planters. This is the rectangular hummingbird planter. Cece has it kind of faux planted. This would be stunning as an evergreen shade container. Beautiful. And then this is the other piece that we have, that is the lantern. Again, it's three pieces, so it's very easy to maneuver. I love this. I actually, when I was in high school, I was an exchange student in Japan. And so I want to get one of these and put in our gardens, because thinking about the fall, right? I know our family is out. We do campfires more. It gets darker earlier. I know it gets darker earlier, so we are hanging out outside. We're not sweating to death. How sweet to have this in your garden. Put a little tea light in there, or you could run like a solar light, whatever you want to do, and have that glowing. So we have got lots of fun, unique stone pieces, new interesting pieces available here. Certain of the large pieces, right, are already reduced and on sale. So you can come here to the nursery, check them out, and then the little pieces we do offer online. So we have those as well. The holiday season is coming upon us, and of course we have it both online and here at the nursery. Things that I use all the time. My garden belt. If you watch any of our videos, you know that when I garden, I use my garden belt. We have the plant tags that I use, like the little copper plant labels. So we've got those. We have the garden markers. This is a UV protectant marker. All of these are available. And then of course, we also have the watering can. Y'all, I love this watering can. It is a 2.5 gallon watering can. We have them both here at the nursery and online. And what I also love is that this little, the spout, well, it turns off. I'll show it to you easier here. So if you don't want to have a fine spray and you just want to hit the water as quick as you can, it just screws right off, and you can use it that way too. I've used this multiple times and it is amazing. I love this. Now, let's talk Felcos, my friend. First of all, if you are a gardener or you have a gardener in your life that does not own a pair of Felco clippers, I'm telling you, this is an easy gift. Give them a pair of Felcos. They will love it. Not only do you want to give them a pair of Felcos, you want to go ahead and get the supplies to take care of them. Because if you have these basic supplies, these Felcos will outlast you. You can literally be the last pair of clippers that you will ever buy, because they are so easy to maintain. You can buy replacement blades to take care of them. One of my absolute favorite. Could not use my Felcos without this tool. This is called a 905. So all the Felcos, they're just called by their numbers a lot. So the 905 is this all-purpose tool. This tool is an all-in-one. This is the only thing you need, because it has a blade to sharpen it at a predetermined angle, so you don't have to worry about that. On each of the ends, it has like the, I don't know, what would you call that? The perfect size of the bolt, the wrench. And so on each side, it's 2 different sizes. Y'all, with your Felcos, please do not use screwdrivers. You don't need to use socket wrenches. All you need is the 905. We have literally had customers completely destroy their Felcos trying to use a screwdriver to loosen up their Felcos. Don't do that. Use the 905. It's an all-in-one tool. It is perfect. And then as far as your maintenance, we have the 981. This is the resin cleaner. If you're like me, when you garden, your clippers get really dirty. Between whether it's sap off of shrubs, it is dirt mixed in, it's whatever. This is the cleaner. So you simply spray it on, it removes, it's like the soap. If you want to call it the soap, think of it that way, right? So this gets all the gunk off. It cleans your clippers. And then, so I clean mine first. I come back and I sharpen my blade, and then I come back with the 980, which is a like an oil spray. This is what keeps it waterproof. It keeps it nice and smooth when you're opening and closing, so it prevents the rust. It prevents any kind of sticking. Use this. I literally can do this, all 3 steps, 2 minutes. Right? I use that in 2 minutes. It is super easy. I have everything set up on my little garden shelf in the garage, and every time I can remember, I come through and I do this really quick. I have a little roll of paper towels right there, clean them up, and man, they are good to go. Now, Every once in a while, you're going to want to take your clippers apart. Take those pruners apart. That's where the 905 comes in, to easily take them apart. You're going to really clean it. You're going to, maybe you need to go ahead and replace your blade. You can go ahead and replace your blade. This is where the 990, this is where this grease comes in. This goes on kind of the inside workings of your Felcos, keeps it nice and lubricated, and keeps the water out and keeps them from rusting. So we have this as a bundle, as a kit, so you can get this cleaning kit. So if you're looking for an amazing gift for yourself or the gardener in your life, pair of Felcos and then the maintenance kit. I'm telling you, it will radically change their life, because if you have the right tools, it makes life so much more easy and it makes gardening fun and you're not frustrated. So lots of options available for you. You're going to want to sign up for all those emails and text messages, because there are going to be sales coming where you can get these at great deals. So make sure you do that. If you want to look at like some of our Creekside swag, we have got that available. So we've got, of course, the t-shirts, we have got the hats, we've got the stickers. We even have our very own Yetis. Yes, we do. So this is a Creekside Yeti. In fact, this was actually part of the swag bag for our signature experience people. So this is, we like literally use these all the time. Our staff has these and we love them. So it has the top that screws off. It has just the spout. You can open it up, right? You can put your hot or cold beverages in there. So we use these all the time. I want to say these are 32 ounces, I believe. I'd have to look on that. I can't, maybe 20, maybe 30, 28, something like that. But if you know a Yeti, it is indestructible. So we have our very own Creekside Yetis available. Now, I think I've remembered everything. If not, Jerry, you can tell me here in just a second. But let's move down to the sunny shrub lot and talk about some great plants that you want to add to your garden, because it is go time, people. You need to get the shrubs, the trees, all the things in your garden right now. Okay, my friends, so let's talk plants and let's talk landscaping, because here in the South, I would dare say if you are in zones like 6B and warmer and your ground does not freeze and you're not covered in snow, this is a great time to add those plants to your garden. Why do we garden in the fall? Why do we add plants in the fall? Because the soil is still warm. Temperatures begin to cool down. We're getting more consistent rain. So the plant is under less stress. You, the gardener, are under less stress as well. And those roots can have plenty of time to get really well established before the summer heat hits. Now, I have found in this nursery business that people basically either love boxwoods or they despise boxwoods. There really is not a lot of people that kind of go in the middle. We have sprinter boxwoods here at the signature garden that we're going to form into a beautiful hedge. I personally love boxwoods, but that's okay if you don't. So what we're going to do is give you some alternatives to some great evergreen shrubs that you can add, what we call foundation plants, to the front of your house or to a flower bed that needs some year-round interest. Because if you love boxwoods, great, we have got those for you. But if you don't, then that's okay too. So we're just going to kind of walk around. I'm going to give you some alternatives. Here we have berry box. Now, berry box may be a new plant for you. This is a beautiful evergreen shrub. It has small glossy green leaves on it. Basically, it's going to be a 3x3, okay? Obviously, it has a very, like a spreading habit to it. Year-round interest. It does sweet little white flowers in the spring that are then followed by red berries in the fall and the summer. This is going to be a sun to part sun plant, and it is for those warmer zones. So like a 7 to a zone 9. So you can easily, depends on your landscape, this could be in the back or this could be in the middle, right? So a fun interest that is going to give you evergreen, it is going to give you white flowers, and is going to give you red berries in the summer, late fall kind of time period. We also have abelias. So that we have multiple types of abelias. Abelias, whether you like, this is Mardi Gras that is right here, has really fun colors to it. Your abelias are going to have little flowers that your pollinators love in the late summer, early fall. These are evergreens. These are roughly going to have in that like 3x3 shape to it. What you want to do is in the winter, like coming out of winter and going into spring, give it a good haircut to keep it nice and tidy. So you've got Mardi Gras here. Of course, you have got the ever popular, this is Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope has got really fun, bold colors to it. It changes colors because you can see some of them have some orange on it, and then some are more like little lime green. They just simply change as the season changes. Now, we are in the South, right? And if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that I'm a firm believer that a southern garden cannot ever have too many camellias. And y'all, we are in camellia season. We are in Sasanqua camellia season. Your Sasanquas are these gorgeous, like, look at this. Hello. This is one from Southern Living. This is a Sasanqua. Sasanquas are the ones that bloom in the fall. This is October Magic Inspiration. And Inspiration has, it's mostly like a white with that light pink on the edge to it. It has that little bit of that yellow stamen in it. This is going to be 6 to 8 tall, 4 to 5 wide. You can tell from its habit it's going to be taller than it is wide. We know it's a Sasanqua, one, because it's blooming right now, and two, because it has smaller leaves on it. So think of like a thumbprint. That means it's going to be blooming in the fall. Gorgeous, full sun. So you could put this on the corner of your house, right? Gorgeous evergreen, beautiful flowers that has this nice columnar habit to it. I planted, this is October Magic Rose. Rose is going to be a solid, like a hot pink. Still is a Sasanqua, still a fall bloomer, and basically it's going to be in that same size as well. 6 to 8 tall, but only 3 to 4 wide. So a little bit more narrow. If you need to prune your camellias, all your camellias are going to bloom on old growth. So that means we prune them after they bloom. Really the best time to do that is like late winter. So for us in the South, maybe that's going to be mid-late March. As long as they're not blooming, you can prune them then. And all I would do is just give it enough to shape it. We don't want to whack it back unless you absolutely have to. We're just going to give it a little bit of a shape, and that's it. So there you go. We have got camellias, and if these are too big, no worries. We've got smaller ones as well. We also have camellias for the shade. Historically, camellias are more for the shade, part sun area. It's just the new developments have it where they can have it in the sun. All right, coming over here. We have got, for my people who have more in that shady area, shade part sun, this is a new one from Proven Winners. And y'all, we've got more of them. They're just out in other parts of the nursery. This is Sweet and Low. Sweet and Low Sarcocoa. This is such an amazing plant. It really does prefer more shadier conditions like morning sun, afternoon shade. We have it down here because we're going into winter sun and it's not quite as strong. So this is a great evergreen shrub. It's Sweet and Low. It's going to give you like little maroon flowers in late winter, early spring. Obviously has a sweet little fragrance to it. The wetter, the more moist conditions you put it in, it will spread. Not like an invasive spread, it's just gonna get wider, right? So Sweet and Low, I have this up at the garden, chicken coop garden. I have it both in the landscape and I have it in a container. It is a gorgeous container plant. So Sweet and Low Sarcocoa, and then of course, if you want sprinters, we have the sprinters. Some other great options for you for that great kind of evergreen foundation. One of my all-time favorites are the Fire Chiefs. So this is a Fire Chief. This is, I added them again to our gardens. I'm practicing what I preach here. Your Fire Chiefs are a thuja, meaning that your thujas are going to take on a copper color in the colder months. Fire Chief is going to naturally be in that 3, possibly 4x4 natural shape. You're not going to have to prune this. It is going to take on these copper brown color. It is not dead. This is not a dead plant. It is simply changing colors. As the season that lightens up and in the summer, you get this bright chartreuse color that comes through. These are great foundation plants, very soft. They are not prickly like a juniper. So if you don't like prickly plants, don't worry. This is nice and soft. So we love these fire chiefs, very versatile to give you that year-round interest in your garden. I am a huge fan of gardenias. Here we have Pillow Talk. We also have Steady As She Goes. She just gets a little bit bigger. Pillow Talk is going to be a little bit more petite. And y'all, look, here we are, middle of November, and she's still blooming. These have been sitting outside. They are happy. They are gorgeous. They have that glossy green foliage to them. Pillow Talk is going to give you those gorgeous fragrant flowers. It is hardy in zones 7 to 10, 3.5 tall, 3 to 4 wide. This would be a fantastic foundation plant, or you could use it as an accent plant. If you love gardenias as much as I do, honey, instead of boxwoods, put gardenias across the front of your house. If you have a nice porch, or maybe it's your back of your house where you sit, a patio area, you want some structure, fill it full of gardenias in the back. You will absolutely love it in the summertime. And then you can come in front and you can put some other fun things with it. But gardenias, great glossy green foliage on them. That give you that nice interest and that divine fragrance. We also have, these are dragon princes. So where we had a thuja, this is a cryptomeria. So you can get both like thujas and cryptomerias can be massive giant trees. We have them both here on our property, but they also come in shrubs. So dragon prince is a cryptomeria, just simply is a different type of plant, right? So you've got nice green foliage, again, not prickly at all, completely different structure to it. It almost reminds you of like a type of sedum, like it feels like waxy in a way, if that makes any kind of sense. Very tough, and you absolutely could mix like your fire chiefs and your cryptomerias together, because it's going to be, while they're going to have a similar shape to them, a nice rounded natural shape to them, they're going to have completely different color, completely different structure, and going to be absolutely gorgeous. All of these plants that we're talking about, you can mix and match them to whatever your little heart desires is, because as we tell people all the time, and I say it about mine, it's your garden. You do what you like. You need to have plants in your garden that you're excited about and you love. Life is too short to have a plant where you look at it and you're like, I do not like that plant, or that plant is a pain because I'm always having to prune it, or it's too prickly, or whatever maybe the reason is that you don't like it. Life is too short to deal with that. Get rid of it, and let's find some plants that you get really excited about in your garden, so when you pull up to your house, you're excited to come home, right? We want to be in that space that we love and adore. So those are options for that. Now, those are some great boxwood alternatives, some nice evergreen alternatives. I will say, this is the perfect time to add hydrangeas to your garden. Just like I'm a firm believer, you can't have too many camellias, honey, you can't have too many hydrangeas either. Now, when you come to the nursery, whether it is Creekside or it is a different garden center that is close to you, more than likely, the hydrangeas right now look terrible, right? They are starting to go deciduous. They're starting to lose their leaves. They're turning brown. It is okay. Later this week, we're going to hit like the lows in the 30s. This is completely natural. These plants are not dead. They're not dying. They're simply going dormant. We want to add these hydrangeas now to our garden before the summer heat hits. This is a new one. I want to add this one to our garden. This is called Flowerful. It is supposedly an improved, even better than Incredible. So it is that smooth hydrangea. You can see like some of the older blooms. classic hydrangea shape to it, but it is going to be a creamy white. So it's supposed to have those nice, you can see, strong stems. There is no flopping here, and covered in the creamy white flowers, hence its name, flowerful. So this would be one that you can, if you've got it on irrigation, I would say you could probably do full sun. If you don't have it on irrigation, give it that 6 to 8 hours of morning sun, early afternoon, and then try to give it a break in the afternoon in that hot, intense sun. But yeah, I've even got a little bud right here that is coming on this one. So you've got that one. The Eclipse, this one is both of these are first edition plants. So the Eclipse is known because it has this near black foliage, right? Again, and this is November, and this is what this hydrangea looks like, and it's gorgeous. These have been sitting out here for weeks. And then color specific red flowers. So I am going to be adding both of these to my garden because I want to see what all the fuss is about as well, because these are both brand new to the market. So, you know, gardening is one big experiment. So let's experiment together and see some fun things, because it may turn out to be the best thing ever. You never know until you try. So yeah, there are lots of things going on. Make sure you sign up for the emails and the text messaging, because you don't want to miss out. You don't want to have the fear of missing out, FOMO. There's some great things coming your way. As always, we appreciate you. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.